about Black Matters. There's been claims that this system of voting reflects earlier concerns about blacks in America.
It does.
So, can you say something about that?
Yeah, that's, well, you go back to slavery lasted until the Civil War. And incidentally, it was the most vicious system of slavery in world history. There was never anything like it. Slavery is bad enough, but the American system was unique. Also, it's worth remembering that the slave system is the basis of our prosperity. The main commodity in the early 19th century was cotton. Cotton was the fuel of the 19th century Industrial Revolution. Cheap cotton led to the manufacturing industries in New England. The early big manufacturing industries in Lowell and Lawrence were textiles. It led to the development of the financial system. Credit, loans, and so on was mostly for the cotton-based system. Same in England. That's why Liverpool was one of the richest countries in the world. It's where the slave cotton came in. So cotton, if you look at it, was the real basis right through the 19th century for commercial and industrial development, and it was based on extremely cheap and highly productive labor. The productivity of labor was improved by technology, but the technology was very simple. It was the whip and the pistol. That's all you needed to improve technology. The whole story is unbelievably hideous when you look at it. Okay, theoretically it ended with the Emancipation Declaration, but that was only theoretical. There was a 10-year period of Reconstruction in which federal troops were in the South, Union troops, and that's one of the decades in which African Americans had a small chance to get into the system, and they did. They were elected. There were people running towns and legislatures. There was a bit of economic development and so on. It ended in 1877 with the North-South Compact that essentially let the South free to do whatever it wanted. So what they did was reinstitute slavery, literally. In fact, the main book on this is called Slavery by Another Name, by a Wall Street Journal bureau chief who studied it in some depth. I mean, scholarship had known it, but he wrote a good popular book about it. And what happened was black life was criminalized. So if a black man is standing on a street corner, he can be charged with vagrancy and given a fine which he can't pay, so he's in jail forever. And the black man somebody looked at a white woman, okay, he's charged with attempted rape, and he's in jail for the rest of his life. And pretty soon most of the black male population was in jail. That's a wonderful slave labor force. From the point of view of the capitalist, it's much better than slavery, because you don't have to sustain your workforce. If you have slaves, you have to keep them alive. If it's a prison population, the taxpayer keeps them alive. You just get the profit. And a large part of the second wave of industrialization in the United States was based on that. Mining, steel, so on, used essentially incarcerated slave labor.